evening. Welcome back to the channel once again. We finally got this thing back in the garage here. As some of you may remember from the previous videos, found this thing abandoned behind a shed, paid scrap price for it, got it running, and indeed found out that the engine was very, very bad. So I was able to purchase a hopefully good running replacement engine for $200. We're finally going to start the process on making that happen. I actually filmed me taking apart most of the top side of the engine bay here, and either I deleted it or forgot to hit record. It was actually pretty good footage considering it wasn't all that interesting to watch, but my luck, it's now gone. Okay, well, it's super late at night, but I got this thing pretty much close enough ready to go on the top. Radiator's out and we got most of the stuff disconnected. There is so many wires and plug-ins and vacuum hoses for different regulators and sensors and little things like that, old-fashioned fuel injection. So there's a lot of labeling and this and that. Not that it's a big deal, but it's nice to, when you put it back together, that you just go, ah, that's what it does. Now that everything on the top side's done for the engine removal, we got to move to the bottom side. And by that, I mean we got to take the whole front suspension down off the car so that the oil pan clears. German engineering. I think you can take these engines either way out of these cars, either up out of the hood or drop them to the ground and drag them out from underneath. I mean, it might make it, but I think we'll just be safe. We'll pull the hood off and just go straight up, but we got to get down below. So let's pull these front tires off and go from there. That's right. We use bolts. Alright, so initially I was just going to take the front end loose and just drop it down a little bit, just enough for that oil pan to clear. But I think I'm just going to take the extra time and the extra effort and go right ahead and just completely drop out of the car and get it out of my way. I already got the bolts out of the torque tube. So pretty much all we got to do is get this mess dropped. Okay, let's snap this off. Ooh. Oh. Nice. There, success. All right, let's see how easily we snap these off. Look at that. I ain't worried about AC in this. Alright, watch the last one snap. It's always my luck. Nope. We could try to snap them off. Okay. Don't be dumb. Nice. These things are meant to take apart. Comment below if you also throw the hardware in amongst the jack stand and then forget where it was and then lose it. Actually, a pretty good thing I remembered. This is a speedometer cable. runs in through the spindle, and right there is where it is engaged with the hub. Okay, here's proof that you just don't keep on hammering on stuff when it doesn't move. New discovery to me. The other 924 that I have, that I've had apart a few times, does not have the little C-clip that this appears to have to hold the speedometer drive tight to the dust cap. So what I'm going to do one-handedly is pry that out of there so that it flings across my garage and I never see it again. Or I just completely bend it to pieces and it sticks to my screwdriver randomly. Oh well, you don't really need it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken here, I think you can just go ahead and pull this right out. Oh yeah. At least I think this is how it goes. I guess we'll find out if I wreck it. Nope. That worked. I suppose I should probably wrap a rag around that so it doesn't get completely covered in the rest of the car. Rotor's in nice shape. Remember what I said about it working perfectly? So it's being a little more stubborn. It's okay. Go ahead and give it a little attitude adjustment. There. Wow. Nothing to it. So let's go ahead and try to crack these without the breaker bar. Oh. Ow! That was dumb. Look at that. Nice. Okay, hardware's off. Should just drop down. Okay, it dropped down a little. Hung up on that, I assume. Okay, that's to be expected. Okay, it's no good way to do this, so I'm just gonna let her go. Just gonna let her go. Well, now what are you hung up on? Oh. Well, it's out of the car. It's just not away from it yet. Oops. I don't want to wreck the paint. It's pretty nice. All right. Probably. Let's bring it out here and Walk it right around like nothing. Look at that. It's out. Well, that's a good feeling. It'll be an even better feeling when it goes back in. There we go. All the room in the world. All right, that's going to do it for now. It's really super late out. We'll be right back tomorrow or the next day and finish pulling the motor. Evening. As you can see, the hood's gone. Sitting right over there. So I guess that means we can finally have enough room to pull this broken old engine out of here. So one thing we can't forget is the oil pressure sensor that's on the back of the head. Those aren't just snap-in plug-ins. They actually have 2 studs with some nuts on there that hold the wires on. So remind me not to just go start pulling and rip all the wires apart as if they weren't ripped apart already. But anyway, here's the motor mount situation. We got 3 bolts holding this gigantic thing on, and then it mounts to the frame right there. So we have tension on here. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna take this whole entire thing right off and then somehow battle this motor mount, which you can't see from here and is somewhat hard to see from underneath. I'm going to try to start out on that mount right there because, or no, screw that. I'm going to try and get those 2 bolts out right there, and then between that and those, they'll just fall right out of there, and that rubber mount can stay together on the, I guess, saddle side, if you will. Let's give that a try. We cannot forget about that ground strap, though. That went, I think, right there. Okay. We'll go ahead and try this by hand just for the hell of it. Nice! Well, you would run a fuel line right by the other one. Wouldn't yous? Wouldn't yous? But I could, if I wanted to, just go ahead and grab an extension, or 2 or 3, and just come right down here. Get on there nice and crooked like. Just take, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just take the bolt right off. I'll come right down here and do the same with this one. Sounds like it's skipping. Whoa! Look at that. Hardware is all gone. That's alright, we'll find it down below. And then just for safe measure, snap these off the engine block. Oh, there they come. Perfect. Where are you going? Okay. See you later then. Oops. I just broke my master cylinder. That's okay. What? Just broke my master cylinder again. Come on now. Come on, man. I need me a wobble joint. Too bad I ain't got one. Here with me anyway. Did my Master Force? Oh, I got one in my Master Force kit. Wow. Menards tools at a rescue. If only I looked at that 3 days ago a little closer, I would have known. Perfect. Now, I've destroyed this. Now get on there. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, I really destroyed that one. All right. Apparently the Master Force swivel joint doesn't pivot as good as my Mac one does. Would you expect it to? Probably not. Oh, if we're lucky, the other bolt that I lost is the same size. Okay. Funny looking washer. Just don't need that where we're going. Come on now. Gravity wins every time. Look at all that shit. Oh, I found my bolt. I lost my bolt. Okay. That's really gross. That's a mouse nest or a rat's nest. I'm pretty sure there's some level of death in there behind all that. Yuck. I guess let's try to tackle the right side mount and see what happens there. All right, over here, there's 2 motor mount bolts, or studs, I should say, that stick straight up. Pretty much the same as that side. So with my impact and my unnecessarily long extension, I'm guessing once these come out, hopefully it drops down a little bit. You know what? Let's make this easier on ourselves. We don't need him anymore. With my ridiculously long extension and a straight socket here, I'm thinking that one had me nervous. I figured I'd just twist the stud right off and rubber mount, but we got lucky once again. Like I said before, I'm on the last one now. This will be the one to derail me. Oh! Okay, well, that's all disconnected. I think if we try to pick this up just a little bit. What we got going on with the torque tube? Oh, we're free. Check that out. It's just a swanging. All right, all you got to do is get this off. It's one, actually, 2 electrical connectors that are still on here. That looks like an 8mm. Maybe. What's this one? 5/16. I doubt that'll work. Here's my broken 8mm. No, it's a 7. Oh yeah. And it's not coming off. And now I just broke something. There we go. Okay. Now there's just one more temp sensor of all 3 of them that it has. I guess I just wanted to make sure you knew what temperature the engine was. Too bad the previous owner completely ignored all of that. and hence why we're doing what we're doing right now. That should get this last one off. Ah, did I break it? I didn't. That's good news. Well, that's quite the harness. All right, I think we're free. I think you can actually come out of the car now. We'll try anyway. Oh. Okay. Heard something dribble. Oops. That's what I found, all right? Okay, what else am I taking along with it? Oh, just the brake lines. Okay. Maybe this will work better. That is kind of nicer. Any other sensors? I feel like I'm ripping a harness out of it. No, I'm not. Good. That's great. Nice thing about this car, we ain't worried about the paint. Well, there, I think we're clear. There we go. I just really hope with all that torquing and yanking, I didn't destroy the input shaft. That wouldn't be good, would it? No. Please don't be bent. Please don't be bent. No. Straight as an arrow. Alright, well, I feel as if that's a good place to end this part of the video off. The engine's out. All that's left now is to swap accessories that I need off of this one onto the new one. And I'm going to reseal the oil pan, pound a new main seal in it, and I was told this clutch had very low miles on it. I don't know. We'll see once we get it out. If it looks good and the flywheel looks good, we're just gonna transfer them on over to this one. Save ourselves a few $100 on a clutch kit. Alright, well, I guess if you're interested in this build, make sure to tune in for the next video. I think next we'll do the engine prep on the next one, and then probably drop it back in. Correction, we're not going to drop it in. It's going to be a fight with cussing and swearing and pinching fingers, and then eventually we'll get it. You know how it goes. So until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.